Well, as you can see, the shelf has moved because, well, we're making another one. So there's gonna be a lot of disruption in this room again. And I have nothing to do today, which seems to be a theme, because I'm starting to shoot again on Sunday because I won't have time today because I have a game when I need the light, so I have to shoot. I'm trying to explain this, but I'm doing it badly. Or at least I think I am. Yeah. So I'm gonna think of something to do. Okay, so remember a few days ago when I said this has been possibly the first of many segments? Yeah. So... Okay, so... You might be saying, why Michael, that is so incredibly specific. Why would you focus on that one particular thing? I don't know. Just, that was the thing that popped into my head. So, that's what we're doing. One sec. Okay, so, anyway, as I was saying, news distribution. Newspapers, it might not surprise any of you to know, aren't exactly doing too hot. And they are where, you know, the majority of journalism still takes place. So, people are wondering, people by, I mean me, how to keep newspapers afloat without resulting to stuff like, you know, advertisements buried in news, stuff like that. Pretty much hurting the news they're trying to give. So, my idea probably isn't perfect. It's probably far from it, because it's a teenager who has no experience in news whatsoever, but I think what should happen is... Okay, so you know how people get a tax return, or they get some benefits when they give to charity. Well, I'm thinking something along those lines. It would have to be changed a bit, because otherwise it just sort of becomes government-sponsored news, and that doesn't exactly bode well for news either. So, whenever there's a newspaper, like, if you pay for a yearly subscription, that subscription somehow benefits you come tax day, is pretty much the basic idea. But again, I also don't know much about taxes either, so this is at best me spitballing. But I think it could work, and Jesus, that is a lot of light. Just a lot of light. Blinding. So, anyway. Honestly, that's it. Man, I really hoped this would drag out a little bit more, because I don't have much to do today. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna read part of a chapter that I'm writing, because A, it helps with the voice acting thing, and A and B, helps me with the writing whenever I hear, you know, because certain things just don't sound good. So, the hotel was 40 miles from the cliffside. My car was only 3 miles away. I checked my secondary watch, 12:44:02. I walked through the dense patches of foliage when possible, in case there was someone I hadn't noticed. I walked back into town, 12:56:32. I needed to stop checking my watch, but now I was thinking about it. It was stuck in the back of my mind. I had to check it. I almost walked into the street. I checked my watch, 12:56:39. I walked back over to the internet cafe where I waited for Martinez. My car wasn't far from here. Let me just... wasn't be far from here. I assume I said wouldn't, but let's go with wasn't. I walked the 2 blocks over and into the alleyway where I'd parked my car, 156 steps. It looked wrong, like it wasn't balanced. I checked the car. The back tire was flat. It looked like some glass had punctured the wheel and the air had slowly been released while I was taking care of Martinez. I checked my secondary watch, 12:59:03. I unlocked the boot and got out the spare tire and the jack. 1945. The replacement tire is on and the flat one is in the boot. I start up the car and the 37 mile. Need the word mile there. See what I'm talking about with the... The 37-mile drive to the hotel begins. I drive along the less used roads, passing only a few people and fewer cars. By 1:22:09, I reach the highway. I start tapping on the dashboard. Tap, 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 tap. Nah, that's tap, 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 tap. Pause. Tap, 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 tap. 1:23:14. The highway is unusually empty. Why? Tap, 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 tap. Pause. Tap, 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 tap. I should move over to the rightmost lane. I slowly move the car to the right. Okay, one sec, I'm gonna fix this. Okay, there we go. Tap, 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 tap. Wait, no. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. I should move over to the right lane. I need to move over. I grip the wheel and turn. That's better. I smile. Just a bit. 1:29:45. Why is the highway so empty? Tap, 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 tap. Fuck. I keep on adding one tap. Tap, 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 tap. Pause. Tap, 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 tap. My exit is in exactly 4 miles. Tap, 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 tap. Pause. Tap, 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 tap. This chair isn't in the right position. I fix it. 1:33:45. There's my exit. Tap, 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 tap. Pause. Tap, 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 tap. I turn onto my exit and head to my hotel. I'll be there within 7 minutes. Tap, 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 tap. Pause. Tap, 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 tap. 1:40:04. I turn into a parking garage that's 1 block from the hotel. I step out of the car and lock it. Tap, 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 tap. Pause. Tap, 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 tap. This garage seems unusually empty as well. Why? Tap, 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 tap. Pause. Tap, 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 tap. I head out of the garage. 77 steps. 128 taps. I check my watch. 1:40:57. I walk down the crosswalk towards the hotel. I won't check my steps. 34 steps. Tap, 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 pause. Tap, 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 tap. I walk towards the hotel entrance. Now, whatever you may think of my writing, I am definitely not satisfied with it. So yeah, that was the second chapter, so I can understand if you have absolutely no idea what's going on, but this was mostly to help me out and realize that I really need to read this over a bit more because there are some mistakes. Okay, so just finished up D&D, so this is probably going to be the end of the video. So, buttons, and I will see you guys tomorrow.